Game one of our doubleheader.
What the
takes
hell?
us to the peak in Oklahoma City, where Russell Westbrook
Come on, man.
Kenny, you can't
and
wear
the
that.
Come on,
Thunder
man.
host the
Why
Wizards.
can't he wear that?
Because it looks awful.
It should be against the law.
He was in a rush.
In a rush, he got bit by a dog, look
Looked like he
like.
got in a fight with a leopard.
His hanger got caught in his shirt.
Come on, man.
Can't do the game.
Can you do that, Chuck?
That was ugly. That was awful. Stop it.
We welcome you back. Future of Flight, Jordan Brand, here in Los Angeles. And so you've seen the teams that were selected by Captain LeBron and Captain Steph. And I should point this out because so much was made in the course of our conversation about the need to televise this.
Exactly.
It's actually the Players Association released a statement this morning that they said that the players could not reach a consensus on whether they preferred to televise the All-Star draft. And it says, it was the absence of a consensus by prospective players likely to be affected that led to the decision not to support televising the draft.
That's just stupid.
It seems now like with LeBron and Steph saying, hey, look, we should be there and we should have this televised, that maybe it gets some support, but what are they got to be worried about hurt feelings or being the last pick or something. That's got to be why. I mean, why else would players balk at having this done?
Which
Charles?
players are they?
Come on, man.
Players who would be affected in the.
There's nobody
Say
going to be
names, Eddie. Say some
affected.
names.
Come on, man. Nobody
Not
cares who gets picked. They just want to play in the All-Star game. See, that's the Players Association thinking too much. I wish they'd put as much time as they did taking care of old retired players as they did on junk like this. Shout out.
I think in a park, when you are the last guy taken, which I've never been.
You never been the first guy taken either.
I was the picker, son. Thank you. I was the picker. But I think what it does is it actually becomes comedic. It's not, because everyone knows these are the best 24 players in basketball. So it's like, oh, I won the MVP and I was the last guy picked. Or, with Tom Chambers did that one time. He was a shoot. He wasn't even a pick, and then he came in and won the MVP. Those things become comedic, Shaq, to me, more than anything else.
I agree with Chuck. It's just Players Association thinking too much. This definitely should have been televised. Doesn't matter if you're picked first or last. You're still, like you said, 24 of the best players in the league. So it should have been televised because you got guys on social media leaking information anyway.
No,
so.
it sounded from the conversation that we had that those guys had a great time doing it, and that they'd make a pick and the other one would groan and that kind of thing. There's no reason not to do it.
Okay,
and
I have a
and
question.
the National Hockey League, they did the same thing,
Right.
and they gave like a car to the last pick.
But a player he's already making $15 million. He don't need a car.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the players in the NBA. Listen, they're just thinking too much. They should have televised this thing. It would have been great PR. It
would have been fun.
Yeah, they just dropped the ball, plain and simple. Just sometimes you got to sit back and say, you know what, we were wrong.
Let's do it next year.
You are our last pick, Chuck, just so you know.
I ain't never been the last pick.
See, now
anything.
You're sensitive. See how you get sensitive? That's why they don't want to do it.
So what you guys think of Team LeBron here?
I want to see who's the last pick on this team.
Oh, look, man.
What?
Stop. Get
I'm
off the
looking at it with the last pick.
last pick thing, man.
Definitely got a lot of
Well,
size.
the one thing we know for sure, if they lose the game, they're going to blame it on Kevin Love.
A lot of size.
And you got Beal and Wall together, so you didn't split them up. In this,
I think this
You
is
got
very.
guys that can shoot the three on
This is
LeBron's
a
team.
a
LeBron's
very
team looks the
evenly
favorite so far.
This looks very evenly matched because Greek Freak kind of cancels out some stuff that those guys.
Like cancel what out?
Cancel
in an
who out?
All-Star
Cancel who
game.
out?
In an
Cancel who
All-Star
out?
game.
Not-
Did you see him in the All-Star game last
Kenny,
year?
No, let me tell you something.
Kenny, not at the three-point line. Cut
At
it
the
out.
three, no, I'm
Not
talking
at
about
the
in the
three-point
All-Star
line.
game last year. he
Well,
was the most
LeBron's got the
impressive
best team.
LeBron's
think
got a
so?
better team.
Yeah, I think
No.
LeBron got the best team.
player. Oh, yeah, sure.
KD and James, who you got, Kenny?
I mean, you got James
got?
Harden on that team. He can score 40 points.
KD and James, who you got? You got KD, thank you.
Yeah, LeBron's got the best team.
Oh, I don't know. He has the best team. if they were
The
playing
better
the
starting.
game.
You like the better starting five or the better team top to bottom?
Well, Ernie, there's no bad players in this game, but it's just my opinion. I mean, I'm not saying I'm 100% right, but I just think LeBron got a better team top to bottom.
I think
I
if
agree
they
with you,
play,
Chuck.
Yeah.
if they play competitively, yes. But in an All-Star game, I don't think
Oh,
so.
sorry.
Do you think it'll be different than what we've seen, though?
A little bit, not much.
You know, it won't be much. You guys aren't. Well, first of all, there's always a couple fools in the All-Star game who's going for the MVP. like most of the guys are just there to break a sweat, have fun. 'Cause their number one obligation is to their regular season team. So the guys aren't there playing like it's Game 7. But there's always a couple idiots.
Why they're idiots if they're going for the MVP?
Because this is an exhibition game. You don't have to try to get MVP.
Well, I'm going to
Yes, you
exhibit that
do.
I'm the best player here tonight.
Yes, you do have to
I mean,
try to
why
get
not?
MVP.
You don't have to try to get MVP.
You know,
gotta
It
get
seems to
MVP.
me like it's a tough balance to strike, because if they score 170 points and nobody plays defense, like, well, it's only an exhibition.
Listen.
But you want more than that. You want
Ernie,
you
listen,
want
you
some
have-
defense plays. You want these guys
just
kind of
don't
going
want-
at each other.
You just don't want it to be a alley-oop dunk fest. That's what you really don't want. Like, guys aren't going to go out there and play full court defense. That's just not going to happen.
Ernie, you want people to compete, you want people to entertain the fans, and you want them to play hard. Usually when you playing like that in your groove, injuries is the furthest thing from your mind. And that's like when you're at home and you got to say, you know what, nobody's really taking over, I'm going for the MVP.
And nobody enjoyed the game. I don't think anybody enjoyed the All-Star game more than this guy.
Man, because I wanted to, put on a show. Growing up watching Chuck and Magic and Isaiah and those guys, and with everybody being gone, it was now my time. I just wanted to